panna cotta is one of my favorite desserts. I love how creamy it is and how it goes with a lot of different fruits. So you can make chocolate panna cotta, you can make a vanilla panna cotta. Today we're going to make a coconut panna cotta, and I'm going to serve it with a little mango and mint. So in my little bowl here, I have 2 tablespoons of cold water. That's all. And I want to add to it just one of those little packets of gelatin mix that you get. Plain gelatin, nothing flavored. So just stick that right inside, sprinkle it over the top, and then let's give it a stir with a spoon. So what you're doing here is really just making a nice gelatin base so you can thicken up your panna cotta, just like that. You see how gelatin thick it is? So we're just gonna let that rest while I bring my coconut milk to a simmer, just slightly simmer. I don't want to boil it at all. So I have 2 cans of full fat coconut milk in my pan. It works best with full fat. You can use a reduced fat coconut milk, but you won't get quite the creamy texture. So go ahead, add that full fat. And then I'm gonna add 1/3 cup of sugar. Now the goal here is just to bring that coconut milk to enough of a high temperature so you can get that sugar to melt. You don't want a gritty panna cotta. So while my cream comes up to temperature, my sugar just starts to melt, I'm gonna chop up a little mango. I love to use mango with coconut. The flavors together are just so wonderful and so natural because they're both tropical. Just cut this into some cubes. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't think any of your guests will be looking at your knife work. What I usually plan is for this to serve 4 people, and 1 mango usually serves 4, but if they're real fruit lovers, you might want to go with 2 mangoes. Now at this point, I'm going to put in about ½ teaspoon of vanilla. Now, remember that vanilla can be really dark. I always make my own. I make a bourbon vanilla. So it's really simple to keep on hand. It's not so dark. You might want to use a clear vanilla in this if you're a purist and you have to have that pure color. I just don't like to add a lot of really dark vanilla because it can really color your panna cotta and it makes it look a little brown and ugly. So I'm going to add a ½ teaspoon of that vanilla. Give or take a drop. And I see little bubbles right on the side of my pan, so I know it's come to a simmer. I don't want to bring it to a boil, and now it's time to take it off the heat. So because this melted my sugar, it's also going to melt my gelatin. So let's take that gelatin and just drop it in there. It's going to be a big glop. That's okay. Let's just start mixing through so that that gelatin has a chance to melt. You don't want a glob of gelatin in your panna cotta because the gelatin is necessary to make sure that panna cotta sets up. This looks great. Just want to stir it through really, really well. Now over on my pan, I have 4 6-ounce ramekins. I like to do this in ramekins. Sometimes I do it in a clear dish. Just depends on how I want to serve it. Sometimes I've even been known to do panna cotta in a parfait glass, and I'll layer in some other things. I really like to do that. But for today, we're going to make a classic panna cotta, which is one you just simply turn out of the dish and put onto your plate. Okay. That is all ready to pour into my bowls. I just want to put it into a measuring cup so that I can pour a little more gracefully, because pouring out of the pan into these small containers just doesn't always work for me. So let's pour into that cup. And while I do that, I can also just kind of drizzle in and make sure that none of that gelatin is stuck in any clump. Now let's pour it in. Now there are also fun ways to make panna cotta, and I'm going to show you a fun way that I love to do for my friends. So I'm going to stick this in my refrigerator overnight, let it solidify, and then tomorrow when I come back, it'll be solid, we'll be ready. But I've got some ready for you now, so let me show you how to plate that up. So you can see how solid that becomes after it sits overnight. It's gelled, it's beautiful, and it's so simple. Panna cotta is an easy piece of cake. So on this one, I put it in a clear bowl. I love this little pyramid bowl, and so I thought that would be fun to just make some panna cotta in that for today. So what you want to do is run your knife just right around the edge, all of the edges, whether you're round or square. And then we're just going to take that and turn it upside down on our dessert plate. There we go. How about that? Now let's dress it up with some fruit. So as I said, I love mango and mint with this. Coconut, mango, it's just beautiful. Because it's a little pyramid, I want to start at the top, and then I'm just going to kind of bring some down the front. So good, so delicious. All right. And then I just want to finish it off with just a little sprig of mint. Just right in there. Doesn't that look delicious? But I want to show you a fun plating that I love to do for my guests. And I'll trick them sometimes and tell them I'm giving them breakfast for dessert. Let me show you what I mean. So this is just a thin panna cotta. I only put about this much in the bottom of the dish. Then I turned it upside down. I scooped out just a little bit of mango with a melon baller. And then I put the wine that we're going to serve in this tiny glass that almost looks like a juice glass sitting on the side. It's just a fun plating and one that I thought I'd enjoy showing you. Now let's try this delicious dessert with this wine. This is a dessert wine. It's so sweet and floral, delicious, perfect for dessert. Has a great aroma. Gorgeous flavor. Now let's try it with this coconut. So good.